Acid leaching. Now in acid leaching, when we treat with ore of sulfide, for example zinc blende, when I treat with aqueous hot solution of H2SO4 in the presence of oxygen, what we get here is, now this zinc and sulfate get together as a zinc sulfate. This elemental sulfur gets out as a sulfur alone, and the leftover hydrogen and oxygen get together as a water. So I repeat once again, in acid leaching, we take the sulfide of ore of sulfide, for example zinc blende. I'm treating it with the aqueous hot solution of sulfuric acid in the presence of oxygen. What do I get as a product is, the zinc and sulfate gets together as a zinc sulfate, elemental sulfur gets out, and a hydrogen and oxide together form a water molecule. Now let's move into see the reactions involved in it. Now if I take here, as I told in the previous video, A times this molecule into B times and the C times here. This I take it to be D times, and this is my E times, and this is my F times, as we did earlier in the morning. Let me take zinc. Let me take zinc to be A. That is, how many times I've got A? 1 time. So I've got here A. Nowhere else I've got the zinc. On the other side, how many times do I have? D times. So A is equals to D. So zinc is over. Next I'm moving on to, that is, next element I've got is sulfur. So when I write in terms of sulfur, now how many times I've got here? Again A times sulfur I've got. So A. Now anywhere else do I have a sulfur? A, yeah, here I've got. So how many times sulfur? B times sulfur. So A plus B is equals to, nowhere else I've got a sulfur. I'm moving on the other side. Now how many times I've got a sulfur? D times. And one more time E times I've got. So that is D plus E. The second sulfur, in terms of sulfur, I have expressed. Now I'm moving on to the third one. What's my zinc is over, sulfur I have expressed. Now in terms of hydrogen. Now when I write in terms of hydrogen, how many times hydrogen I've got? 2 times I've got. So 2B. Now nowhere else I've got a hydrogen. On the other side, how many times hydrogen I've got? 2 times F I've got. So 2B is equals to 2F. Now one more thing can be done. Since 2 is common for both, now I can also write it B is equals to F. So over. Now the last one, what is left over? The leftover one, oxygen is left over. Now when I write in terms of oxygen, now how many times oxygen I've got here? 4 times B. So that will be 4B. Now next here, how many times oxygen I've got? I've got a C 2 times. So 4B plus 2C is equals to, look on the other side. How many times oxygen I've got? D times. So 4D plus how many times I've oxygen? I've got a F. So this will be my final equation. Now let's move into work out the question. Now if I take, now just take, if A is equals to 1, take let A is equals to 1. If A is equals to 1, what is D is also? Therefore D is also equals to 1. Now see if you can substitute these two values anywhere in any of the remaining equations to find out any other value of the alphabet. Now A is equals to 1, therefore D is equals to 1 over. Can I substitute here? I don't know the value. I know the value of only these, A and D, but here two other variables I've got, which is not easy for me to find out. Now in this case, I don't know the value of B, I don't know the value of F. Coming back here, in this equation, I know only the value of D. B value I don't know, C value I don't know, and F value I don't know. So one more clue in this case, what you can substitute is, now these two are completely over. Consider the other one. Let's consider these two. What is B is equals to F, you consider. let B is equals to 1 and therefore F is also equals to 1. So you've got a 4 values now, value of A, value of D, value of B and value of F you've got. Now we see which are the equations. Now how many more values we need to find out? We need to find out the value of C and value of F. Now if I go value of F and value of E also we need to find out. I know the value of A, B and D. So substitute here. So I'm just doing the substitution at the side. That is, I'm going to substitute in that. So my value of A is equals to 1. Value of B is equals to 1 is equals to value of D is equals to 1 plus E I've got. So here I've got 2 is equals to 1 plus E. Therefore, E is equals to 1. So I've got a one more value, E value I've got. So out of the 6, 5 values I've got. Now we will substitute into the last equation to find out the value of F. Now what's my value? 4 into. So I'm substituting in this equation. Value of B is equals to 1 plus value of C I don't know. So 2C I'm leaving it as it is. What's the value of D is equals to 4 into 1. F value is equals to 1. So 4 plus 2C is equals to 4 plus 1 5. So together I got here 4 plus 2C is equals to. So that will be 2C is equals to 5 minus 4, changing the sides and all. So I've got 2C is equals to 1. Therefore, C is equals to 1 by 2. We have found out the value of A, the value of D. Now I can't make use of substituting these two values in any other equations to find out any other variable value. So I just take this equation. Let B is equals to 1. Therefore F is equals to 1. So now 4 values I've got. So making use of this, I'm finding out the value of E and I'm finding out the value of C. Now finally we will write down the equation once again. The given equation is zinc sulfide. When I treat with the hot sulfuric acid of H2SO4 in the presence of oxygen, what do I get here is zinc sulfate plus elemental sulfur plus water. Now we will write the values that we have found out. What's my value of A? I have found out to be value of A is equals to 1. What's my value of B? B I found out to be 1. What's my value of C? C is 1 by 2. What's my value of D? 1. Value of E is equals to D is also 1. Value of E is also 1. And value of F is equals to 1. Now, as I told you in the previous video, what's my denominator? The remaining all the terms are whole numbers. Only C has the denominator 2. So, multiply the whole equation by 2. So, when I multiply, what will be my new, how many times I will have? Now, this here I will get a 2. So, 1 into 2 will be 2. Again 1 into, so 1 into 2 will be 2. Now if I write here 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so I will get 1 times I will get. Now here again if I multiply 1 into 2 will be 2. Here if I multiply 1 into 2 will be 2. Again if I multiply 1 into 2 will be 2. Let's count for the number of whether they are balanced number of atoms have taken. So if I write here zinc, then we've got a sulfur. Then I have a hydrogen. Then I've got a oxygen. Now please see how many times zinc I've got here? 2 times here. How many times zinc I've got here? 2 times. So zinc is a balanced one. Coming back to sulfur. How many times sulfur? 2 times sulfur. Plus here again I've got a 2. So 2 plus 2 will be 4 times. Look on the other side. 2 times zinc plus 2 times sulfur. 2 plus 2 will be 4. So sulfur is a balanced one. Look for a hydrogen. 2 2s are 4 hydrogen. Here I've got a 2. So 2 2s are 4. Again, hydrogen is a balanced one. Coming back to oxygen. I've got here 2. So 2 4s are multiplying these two numbers. 2 4s are 8. Now I've got only 1. So 1 2s are 2. So 8 plus 2 will be together 10. Oxygen atom is 10. Look on the other side. 4 2s are 8. This 2 is common also for this oxygen. So 8 plus 2 is equals to 10. So oxygen is also balanced. Only so much. So it takes little time, little ones. In the beginning, if you take little time to practice the equations, later on it will be of great help to you. Once again, I'm reminding, inorganic lessons without balancing the equations is not possible for you to score good marks.
I gave you my heart.